Hey everybody, Tony George, Friday morning, top of the morning to you. A little iced tea action going on, ready to win some money today because we didn't win any yesterday. That's right, we tell it like it is here. Nonetheless, give you a recap, a few takeaways from the NFL preseason. I won't have an, I'll give you an update. This is going to be about a 6, 7 minute video with some NFL takes. Um, First of all, you will not have a free play video tomorrow. I will be fishing in Laughlin, Nevada at 5 in the morning. Going down to Laughlin, Nevada, couples retreat weekend. Ladies go to the pool, the day spa, the guys go fishing, little food and drink at night, little live rock and roll music Saturday night. Boom. Last little getaway before it's balls to the wall all the way through January with college football, NFL, Major League Baseball postseason, and in that time frame, NBA and college basketball starting up. Wow. And still capping some NASCAR too with my boy. So, that being said, a little getaway. Headed down there later today, and then be back on Sunday sometime. But we'll give you an update from Harris. There's a sports book in there. I've never been to Laughlin, so I'm going to go. I heard the Colorado River's nice, clear, fish in it. Rented a boat Saturday morning early. Going to go out and do some fishing. Yeah. So, nonetheless, going down with Matt Holt, his wife, Matt, former chief operating officer of CG Technology here, was on the Happy Hour show. U.S. Integrity, president manages game integrity for the NBA and all that. But nonetheless, going to go down there and have some fun before it's 7 days a week, 12 hours a day. That being said, no video tomorrow morning. We'll have one on Sunday. Yesterday, we went 0-2-1 in NFL preseason. Your official free play one on San Francisco. Took a 7-unit step back on the Colorado Rockies yesterday. I personally took a $2,400 hit. So I'm pissed off today and not in a great mood. But it's Friday. You know? So one thing about it, you want to catch me on the rebound because you know what I do when I lose. Very next day, I bounce right back. There were 3 games worth betting in Major League Baseball today. I had them circled. One of my staff cappers had all 3 circled. Sent them to me this morning. I flat bet them across the board, 3 units each. 9-unit card, DocSports.com. Catch me on the rebound. Won 5 days in a row. Took a small setback. We're up plenty of units. 61% in winners, never laying more than minus 150 over our last 109 Major League Baseball plays. And that's positive units too. Come on. Catch me today. You can get that card for free. Free $60 to anybody who comes over to Docs and joins, clicking that link below. If you've never been a member, we'll park $60 in your account. Use this to buy plays. Put it towards packages. Comes with a pure profit guarantee. Best deal going out there. Canadian football, WNBA, along with NFLX, Major League Baseball. We got all the bases covered for you, plus a ton of free content. Matchup programs, odds, scores, articles, how-tos, other videos. Check it out. Okay. And we'll do better in the NFL preseason next week. I'm going to give you a few takeaways from last night quickly. Rookie quarterbacks, I thought Jones from New York looked very good. Won a lot of money with that kid in college. He's your prototypical, at least physique-wise, arm strength-wise, your drop-back NFL quarterback. And with Eli Manning, looking like total dog crap the last couple of years, you may have some arguments made there in the regular season when they start losing. Just saying. I thought Murray looked pretty good for Arizona for what we saw of him. I was surprised that game did not go over. I had the over in that game. Shocked, actually, especially that spread offense and no one ever seeing it. Kingsbury, I thought they'd be real successful at it, and they weren't. Those two played last year, week 1, and scored 41 points. So I thought it was going to be more of the same. It wasn't. I was wrong. And I thought Haskins and Washington in general looked terrible. Total cluster screw. They threw him in there in the mid of firestorm. They were just getting their rear end handed to them. And 2 picks, 1 for a pick 6. Didn't look good. Just didn't look good. Just didn't play enough in college. I mean, it's just going to take him a while. He's not going to be starting for that team. Keenum and McCoy didn't look all that sharp either. Now, we're going to talk about that. The team I thought that looked the sharpest yesterday, the team that's been hyped up all off season, They lived up to it. Cleveland looked as good as anybody in the league last night. And I don't put a lot of stock in the preseason. What you're seeing now is not what you're going to see in the regular season for the most part. But two things there. I don't know if they're that good or Washington just was that bad, because Washington never got off the bus. Gruden did not have them ready to play. They weren't organized. They couldn't. Anything that could go wrong went wrong, and that's just preparation. And I know these guys had 7 or 10 days to get ready for a game. You can't just open. But conversely, you take a look at Cleveland, offensive, defensive, special teams, all three areas, executed almost flawlessly. Well coached. Top players when they were in played extremely well. Backups played well. Played hard the entire game. I thought they were the best performing team last night. There were 11 games. They looked as sharp. Maybe they're going to live up to Chubb's going to be a stud at running back. That's why they got rid of Duke Johnson. Remember, they get Kareem Hunt the 9th game back of the season. 9 games in the season, they get Kareem Hunt. If Chubb stays healthy, there's a 1-2 punch at running back, along with everybody else they've got there. Plus, they have a 3-headed monster at wide receiver. And they got a quarterback that, whether you like him or not, because he's got a chip on his shoulders, he makes plays and throws accurate. And their defense is good. And I like their head coach and their coaching staff. Maybe they will exceed 9 wins. I don't know. They look sharp. Thought New England looked sharp. I don't know whether the case where Detroit just looks that bad. But one takeaway is, what in the hell are the Detroit Lions, if you do the look-ahead lines in week 1 preseason or regular season? They're favored on the road against Arizona. I know they're different with Stafford in there. That team doesn't play hard for Patricia. Obviously don't take direction well. That was an ass kicking. And, of course, Baltimore doing what they always do in the preseason, just beat the hell out of everybody. Passed on them. Like Jacksonville going in that game, so I stayed away from it. They were catching 4 at one point. I thought that was a good number. Wow, I'm glad I stayed away from it because they just got it handed to them. Harbaugh, what is he like? I see an 18-3 or 19-3 ATS last 22 preseason games. I guess you ride that wave till he falls off of it. That being said, preseason game tonight. I'm wearing this because I'm not bringing you a video until Sunday morning. My Chiefs are playing tomorrow. Laying 3.5 at home against Cincinnati. I'd lay it. See that wink? I'd lay it. Am I being a homer? Well, Arrowhead's going to be sold out. Yeah. New coaching deal at Cleveland. I take the Chiefs. Just FYI. Tonight, I like the Vikings. I like Mike Zimmer in the preseason. Just like I like John Harbaugh in pass last night. Zimmer's good in the preseason. He already said Bridgewater wants to perform well against it, but guess what? We're going to stick it to him. That was his statement in the press. I read it at another website. He likes to win the preseason. He's got good quarterback depth behind Cousins. Better defensive depth. You think about New Orleans, Drew Brees, which isn't playing. Bridgewater's going to play his old team. You think about the offensive juggernaut that New England is. Not New England, New Orleans. Interesting little known fact. Their last 6 preseason home games, all 6 have went under the total. Peyton doesn't care about preseason. Zimmer does. I'll take the 2.5 with the Vikings on Friday. Small lean with these boys on Saturday since I won't be with you. Back at you from Laughlin, Nevada, Harrah's. Maybe they got a sports book there I can broadcast from. We'll figure it out when we get down there. Send you a video with a NASCAR update and let you know what's going on Sunday. Have a great weekend. Talk to you on Sunday, guys.